What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jeff coming back to you with another video. So I just finished watching SmackDown, and like I said, it was a very good show. You know, we had the Kings and Queens in the ring tournament, and some of the matches was good. Some was like meh and all, but it was good to say the least. But I wanted to touch base on what happened backstage between Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa. So, Paul Heyman was speaking to Solo, telling him like, you know, with all due respect, I know you calling shots and try to do all this and all of that, but that's not your call to do. That's still Roman Reigns' call, you know, for him to still be the tribal chief and all that stuff. So Solo went to ask Paul and said, I would think so, but here's the thing. Roman Reigns is not here. And last week you said that he pulled himself out of the WWE draft. Little did we know, it was you that did that. Then he go on to say to Paul Heyman that, have you even spoken to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania when he lost the title to Cody Rhodes? And Paul Heyman was looking puzzled. Like he didn't know what to say and that stutter on his words and all that stuff. So Solo saying like, no need to worry. I spoke to Roman. And as orders from him, I'm going to be running the bloodline right now, which means I'm going to be calling the shots. I'm pretty much a new tribal chief, and you're my wise man. And it took Paul Heyman for a second to digest all of that stuff. And he was just looking confused as if, what the and all you see is Solo said, come here, give me a hug. So I love you. I love you, my wise man. And just appreciating him. But it's the look that he looked like that he had towards the camera when he started zooming in. And something in my gut is telling me, I don't think Solo spoke to Roman at all. And this was all a cover-up to let Paul Heyman know that he ain't calling the shots. I am. I'm running this bloodline. And even if Roman comes back, it's like, I'm not giving my spot up. That's kind of the message that Solo is delivering, you know, to Paul Heyman and all. And not to mention, he brought up the fact that, was he trying to warn Jey Uso, telling him to watch his back, knowing that it was him, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. After they got their win over Kevin Owens and Randy Orton at Backlash. And he was sending, he's like, yo, you trying to give like a signal to say like, yo, be careful, you know, watch your back and all this other stuff. And you see Paul Heyman just disagreeing, like, no, I ain't trying to do that and all that stuff. But you could say that Solo got him in his back pocket right now. And I think great things is going to come because the way how Solo running things now, he's definitely elevating his character more now and starting to look like an enforcer, like he can really wreck shit. And made a statement as well because we had a King of the Ring round 1 match with Angelo Dawkins, who was replacing Bobby Lashley because he was dealing with an injury, taking on against Tama Tonga. And that match, Tama Tonga just eviscerated Angelo Dawkins. Like, he had no shot whatsoever. And wanted to make a statement. Also probably directing it to Randy Orton, who called him out earlier in regards of injuring Kevin Owens and stuff like that, and saying like, you know, that I'm gonna take your asses out. And he said, when I do, you not gonna see it coming. I think that's what he said. But yeah, so Tama Tonga just destroyed Angelo and won the match. And afterwards, you see Solo lift him up, hit him with the Samoan spike, And once it was done, laying over his body and all that, and just basically saying like, well, this is the bloodline now. I run this shit, and you get in that way, I'm gonna destroy you. That's the mindset he's given. But Paul Heyman's face expressions is what really sells it the most, because he looked frightened, like as if he don't know what the fuck is going on. And I like this right here. And it brings in more questions. Did Solo actually speak to Roman? And did he get the green light for him? We don't know that at all. We're just going based on what Solo's saying. But it could be a thing when Roman comes back and he's looking in the sense of, well, what's going on? Like, yeah, you handle all this shit, but let me get my rings back as the tribal chief. And Solo might probably turn that down. Like, nah, you wasn't here, when we was here and everything's that transpired at WrestleMania, and you took your leave of absence. I had to pretty much take on that role for the bloodline and keep this going type shit. So it's a lot they could do with this storyline, but we just gonna have to see. As these all weeks and months goes by, and especially when they make their return pretty much around the summertime. So, I can't wait. And we're definitely gonna see like, what they're gonna do with this, because I know Jacob Fatu should be coming to WWE real soon. I think since he signed with him, but it's like, when is the right time to bring him in? Then you also got Jimmy Uso, who should be coming back, who got written off TV. And then there's Roman. So a whole lot of story is to be told, but they're taking their time with this, and I love it. It's like, you don't have to rush it. Plant the seeds. Let everything just organically grow, and watch how this shit turns out to be. Because this bloodline story, it went from being the hottest storyline in WWE, then it had some low points, and then it picked right back up, and it's kept going and going and going. So this is gonna be one for the books. I promise y'all that. But this was a very good show and all that. I can't wait to see what happens down the line. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know, what do you like about SmackDown and all that. Do you think Solo actually spoke to Roman or whatnot, or that was just a cover up from Solo just to win Paul Heyman over and all that stuff? But yeah, let me know in the comments below. But I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you hit that like button. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on YouTube and all that stuff. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Salute.